Okay, YouTube family, thank you so much once again for tuning in on another episode. This time around, as you guys can see, is from Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat Shao Kahn. Now this version of Shao Kahn is from Mortal Kombat 9, which is the reboot that told the story from Mortal Kombat 1 through 3. This box is humongous. That's the reason why it's not on my little turntable that I usually use for comparisons. This is the original Shao Kahn, and look at that. You can kind of see in the back there what's left over. So for those box collectors out there, just keep that in mind. This is really huge. But anyways, a little background story on Shao Kahn. Emperor Shao Kahn's lust for power is matched only by his ruthlessness. Millennia ago, he overthrew Onaga as ruler of Outworld and has conquered many other realms since. Eventually, he turned his attention to Earthrealm. The Mortal Kombat tournament prevents him from taking the realm by force. But if Shao Kahn's champions win 10 consecutive tournaments, Earthrealm will be his, as long as his champion Shang and Prince Goro do not fail him. He will be victorious. But those of us that played the game, we already know what's up. Earthrealm all day, baby. Yeah. Nah, but seriously, let's check him out, y'all. Let's check this big boy out. Before we get too deep into the figure, I do want to say a couple more things. I'm sorry about that. But Stu over on Instagram, the Big Ass Figures. I'm gonna follow him and check his page out. A really good dude. And he loves figures. He loves figures. He'll show them off and all of that good stuff. And he does have way more variety than I do. But those that are WWE fans, go and follow Figmania on Instagram. Another great dude. He shows a variety of figures, more so on the WWE content. So if you guys are wrestling fans, and if you want some more WWE content with a bit of customization, go and check out Elite Collector 215 on Instagram as well. These are great people, y'all, and we'll take their time out of their day to communicate with you guys with any questions or anything like that. So go and support these people. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Alright, y'all, starting off with the top. Here we can see the skull there. Beautiful sculpt, beautiful paint job. Here on the top, I don't know what you'll call these, but he has those with some airbrushes going on. And then in the back of the head, you can see this skull-like paint job going on here. If you can see right there, there's a little bit of cracking what it seems there. That's pretty dope. That's pretty nice. And then here, golden plates. Through the mask, you can see his eyeballs. That's on that side right there. You can see both of their eyes menacing, looking at you. And when you take off the mask, you can see his face. Nice sculpt for Shao Kahn. Definitely like the in-game version. Now, he does have some shadowing around his eyes and around his cheek that helps these features stand out more. Then he has these weird looking nasty things on his forehead. And down on his chin, you can see he does have that scar. It's not a butt chin. He has his pointy ears. Comparison with the OG Shao Kahn, you can see that they're both pretty similar, except that this one looks like he has a bigger head or a rounder head, whereas this one is a little bit more slimmer. But essentially, they pretty much look alike. And he doesn't have that scar on his chin on the OG version. OG has a bigger head. And now looking at the attire that they gave him from MK9, he has this piece right here, which is sculpted, and you can feel all of the details on there. The skull, that's what that looks like. You can see the eyes and a little bit of the nose, but you can't really see the mouth. Here you can see some silver buckles. On the top over here, you can see the shoulder pads this is nicely sculpted, painted amazing. Look at this. You can see it has a little bit of dents there, some Some shadowing there going on. Gold is outlined really nice. These are rubber, so you know, you're not gonna like cut yourself or pinch yourself or anything like that with these. Beneath there you can see his muscular body, his chest, all of that good stuff. He has a little nipples. Then on the back you can see more of that leather like material going through. That's dope that they did that. Looking at his arms, beefy, husky. This dude is a beast. This is sculpted onto his bicep. This does look good. It's on both sides there. And then looking at his gauntlets here, it is in continuity. Beautiful sculpt. Nice gold trim lines going on throughout. He has that little horn sticking out on there. Same thing as the top right here. Soft material, so it's not going to prick you or anything like that. So that's good. Then this one actually does have that movable piece. So this is, you can remove this. And then looking at his hand, have that gold trim going around. And his hands looking nice, looking good. He has that nail there. Nice sculpt. Nice paint job too, yo. For his waist area, we can see that same skull from up top. Nicely defined. You can kind of see the same features. You have all of this beautiful sculpted work. Gold trim with the brown, and then as these little pieces here that are sculpted as well. These bars are sculpted. This is nice. And it's the same details all around. As we continue going down, he has this piece right here that has that same leather-like material, and I don't know if it's capturing it, but it does have some texture on it, that leather-like texture, so that's pretty nice. This is sculpted so you can feel the lines going through. Then underneath he has that gold trim. Back is the same. Then on the side, the thigh guards, I'm just calling it that, I don't know if that's the proper word for it, but he has that going on. This is also kind of soft material, and you can see all the texture going through, and weather like, it's like that deep gunmetal, but then it has some highlights with silver brushes, very slight. And you can see his thighs, which has that strap going on, and his muscular thigh. He needs you, bro. You dead. You are dead. But yeah, down here you can see the shin guards going on. Same thing, gold trim, nicely scoped. You can see these, same ideal. Then the strap going around, hold it in place. Now this is like on the OG, you was able to remove the guards, but on this one you cannot. Like you can't move them around, which I'm cool with that, because you don't have to be dealing with having to readjust them and stuff like that. So I'm cool with this. As we continue going down, you can see he has those Jesus sandals, which has that leather-like texture to it, and he has, guess one of his toes has hair. But anyways, speaking about toes, that's the front of them. They aren't, you can't really see the toenails. It's like they almost started sculpting it, but then they just stopped. But it's still nicely detailed going on. A lot of sculpted work on here. All of the straps are sculpted on there, so that's good. I'm about to cop me some of these Jesus sandals, man. The bottom, just plain. But yeah, that is Shao Kahn for ya. Let's check out his articulation. For articulation, his head does go all around and pivots, give an attitude. He looks down about that much. He looks up about that much. His helmet, same thing. He looks down about that much. He looks up about that much. And you could pivot a little bit when he has the helmet, but it gets a little bit hindered because of the gold side. And he can do the 360. His arms, they do go up fairly good. That's pretty good. butterfly joint going on, so he could move his arms really good. He could do the 360 all around. This is soft, so it's not gonna necessarily get in the way. Bicep swivel. He could do the 360, but you do want to be careful with the bicep rubbing against his shoulder and then chipping off the paint or scratching the paint. So double joint, but because this man is husky, you know what I'm saying, that's about how much you can get. His hand goes all around and up and down, up and down. For the top part of his torso, he can move around, but because of the strap, it'll be a little bit difficult to move him around. But he can lean to the side there. Let me move the helmet right quick. He can lean to the side. Oh, and he popped out again. Yeah, he can move to the sides a little bit. It's difficult because he keeps popping out from the waist. But you can move him around there. And speaking about the waist, he can do that 360 fairly easy. And he can move forward. I mean, forward about that much before he pops out of place, and back like that before he pops out of place, and you can see that. Let me show you guys what that looks like. That's what it looks like in the inside. But yeah, so you could pretty much do everything around his waist area. For the legs, oh, he popped out. You can spread his leg about there. If you stretch it out a little bit more, he'll probably pop out of place. He's forward about that much before he disconnects himself and goes back. Nice swivel. Bend at the knee. Wait, hold on, because he keeps popping out of place up here. Oh my god, fatality. Knee bends really good, and the knees looked good, you know. He doesn't have no swivel on his shins, but his foot can go all around. It goes up and down. And then he has toe hinge, and he has ankle rockers. So that's pretty good. Accessory, he does come with this head sculpt, which is nicely sculpted, same as the regular face sculpt that he comes with out of packaging, except this one is showing off his teeth, his little Colgate teeth. See, the creases on his face is really defined. The creases around his cheek, his chin still marked up, his eyes still red and glowing. Those weird tentacles things there, looks really creepy and weird. His little pointy ears. Here is the head with the OG head sculpt. You can see the huge difference. I don't know what happened between those games, but his head like got smaller, I guess. But yeah, OG and the new version right here. That's the OG version, and then the new version. You can see that the creases on the face is way more defined on the new one than on the older one. And this is one of the deluxe version head sculpt. The regular release of this version of Shao Kahn does not come with this head, if I'm not mistaken, which is the open mouth version, obviously. But you can see all the creases around his cheek there. His facial expression still has those creases. Looks nice. Good paint work. I just wish that he looked angrier though. Like, he looks angry here, but he doesn't look angry, if that make any sense. And he comes with his spear, which is just that silver with some black airbrush throughout, giving those details standing out. But other than that, it's just pretty simple, straight to the point. And it is a little bit of a soft plastic, not too soft. Like, this will snap if you try to. It's not bendable. And yeah, this will kind of poke you, so be careful with that. But yes, this is pretty nice, pretty nice. And the cool thing about this is he does have the green version. Sometimes when he's throwing it in the game, they're either regular or green. And also, this is another exclusive piece that comes only with the deluxe version. So keep that in mind. This is a nice little translucent green. You can see my finger through there. But that's pretty dope. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. And he also comes with the weapon that we all hated him using, which is built really good. The OG version was rubbery and was, you know, it kind of deformed a little bit in packaging. But this is sturdy and it does feel kind of heavy. But look at those details there. You see the MK logo. You can see all of the nice paint job going on and all of these sculpted work. It has some good texture going throughout. He has this little pointy thing with that gold edge there. Then you can see the handle there. This is also pointy. Got this piece right here. This is nicely painted and it's durable. It feels good. It feels good. And in comparison with the OG version, this is the OG one. OG, I don't know. I really like those blood splatter on there. Looks really good. But that's the difference between them. It looks like they use the same head here, or hammer piece. Different paint job, of course. And actually, yeah. The top right there is on the OG was a little bit more flimsy, and you can see it kind of warped a little bit to the left there, or to the right, depending on which one side you're looking at. But it does have blood splatter on that one, which looks really good. This piece right here is different. This one has like some ridges to it, and this one is just plain. And then the handle, they pretty much look the same. The OG one does look longer. Let me see something. Or is it just me? It's a little bit longer. As you can see, it's a little bit longer. But this one does have a softer plastic which can warp very easily. This one feels much better in that department versus this one. This one kind of does wiggle around. This one doesn't. This is harder plastic. But yeah, that's good. But yeah, this is the newer version, 2024 release, and this is the OG version. But yeah, which one you like? Let me know in the comment section below. Bang bang. As you can see, it has that little piece there that you have to line it up with the skull. The skull has this groove right here. You have to match it up. Alright, and the moment that we've been waiting for. Once you put all those pieces together, this is the throne that you get. You can see it does have some blood splatter there on the floor. And then here you can see those little details. They are sculpted. Look at all of that. Then you have all of this goodness right here. The skull with the chains. And some chain over here. But this one does not have the skulls. The skulls are only down here. And speaking about the skulls, they're beautifully, nicely done. Look at that. Nicely done. And you can see that on this side, you got some more skulls going on and chain. Diggly diggly. Now look at those details right there. Look at all that. Nicely painted. Look at the skull, dude. Look at that. And those horns. The paintwork on this and execution looks phenomenal. It does look like in-game. It's heavy. Like, it's pretty heavy, honestly, and really big. It took me a little bit to try to adjust everything and to see how I'm going to show it to you guys. But that's the throne there. And that's how he looks like in front of it. That's what he looks like sitting down. Let's get closer real quick. It does kind of feel like he's floating a little bit because of the because of his skirt piece. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what the proper word for it. And also from the back, doesn't really have enough room there. What do you guys think of this monstrosity, man? I really do believe that this is one of those pieces that you'll want to put in a case by itself, probably. Just have it displayed in all its glory, you know. Storm definitely went all out with this one. The only issue as of right now that I have with Shao Kahn is that he pops out fairly easy from the waist area. He does pop out. With time, eventually he's just gonna be wobbly, and you know we do spend mad bread on this for it to just be wobbly like that. But the scope, the details, the paint job, this is amazing. This is an incredible figure. Oh my god! Outside of him popping out of place consistently, the throne looks really good, beautifully sculpted, nicely painted. The chains are pretty much real, not real chains, but I don't know what this is made out of, but this is really good. You can just see the skulls there just dangling. Blood splatter, and the blood does look good there. Pretty much it. That's a wrap up for my review for Shao Kahn. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on this, and I really appreciate you guys for hanging on there. I know that I don't be posting a lot of videos too much, but I do whenever I can. And I thank you guys for remaining faithful and checking out my review. I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, share this review with your friends and family. But there he is with the OG version. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have them, what are you guys' thoughts on this comparison? I appreciate you guys taking out the time out of your day to check this out and hang out with me. Thank you so much. Y'all be blessed. Thank you. Thank you very much. And in the words of Shao Kahn, you suck. I'm playing. Thank you though. Thank you so much. Y'all be blessed. Peace.
Shao Kahn wins.